now and then, a car company will surprise us by launching a model that's not necessarily going to sell in huge numbers or even really be that profitable. Nissan was one of those car companies a couple of years ago when it announced that it was going to do another generation of its iconic Z sports car. Now, like most car makers, Nissan is pouring a huge amount of money into its electrification efforts, and it's laser focused on the SUV segment, so it could have just let the 370Z die, but it didn't. Which is why it's very exciting that I'm here today at Nissan Australia headquarters, and I'm about to tell you the Australian pricing for the new Z Coupe. Nissan is giving us a bit of a pre-launch sneak peek at the new Z, but this is just a preview, so we won't have drive impressions until the mid-year launch. But until then, there's a bit of detail across at the CarsGuide site with some of the initial specs. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos.
Unlike the outgoing 370Z, which is offered in coupe and convertible guise, the new one is a coupe-only proposition for now. Pricing for the new Gen Z Coupe starts at $73,300 before on-road costs. That's close to $23,000 more than the entry-level version of the outgoing model, but it gains a new engine and a whole stack of new tech and other features. The pricing's about $9,000 more than a Ford Mustang GT V8, but it's $14,000 cheaper than the 6-cylinder Toyota Supra GT. Beyond the launch, the Z lineup will consist of just one model grade, but from launch, a very limited number of special edition Proto Spec models will also be available, priced at $80,700. They feature the bright Ikazuki yellow paintwork contrasted with a black roof, as well as 19-inch bronze forged alloy wheels, yellow brake calipers, and bespoke black and yellow interior details. Nissan isn't saying how many Proto Specs are coming to Australia, but they will be offered until sold out, and the company says they already have hundreds of orders.
The example that Nissan Australia has is one of the Proto Specs, the limited editions that are going to sell out very, very quickly. You can tell the difference because it is bathed in the Ikazuki yellow paint colour, and it's got those big yellow calipers. Generally, the design is quite striking and very reminiscent of the original 240Z, as you can tell by the silhouette. Of course, that's the same with the headlights, while the tail lights reference the iconic 300ZX from the 90s.
The interior's been refreshed with new tech and new higher-end materials, but it remains familiar from the old car, especially the raised centre console. The regular Z variant will come standard with heated leather-accented front seats, launch control, customisable 12.3-inch instrument display, an 8-inch infotainment screen with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and 3 driving modes including Standard, Enhanced and Sport. The safety offering has thankfully improved over the old 370Z, with features including adaptive cruise control, auto emergency braking with junction, pedestrian and cyclist detection, a forward collision warning, rear cross traffic alert, and lane departure warning. This is the exciting part. Gone is the 370Z's old 3.7-litre V6. It's been replaced with a new 3-litre twin-turbocharged V6 petrol engine that is familiar from the Infiniti Q60 Red Sport. It pumps out a very respectable 298 kilowatts of power and 475 newton meters of torque. That represents a 53 kilowatt and 112 newton meter increase over the old 370Z. It also puts the Z closer in output to the Toyota Supra, which delivers 285 kilowatts and 500 newton meters. The Z remains a rear-wheel drive sports car, and it uses a 6-speed manual gearbox or a new 9-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters. There's been a 15% improvement to the 0 to 100 km/h sprint time, which suggests a sub 5-second dash. The platform is a heavily revised version of the old 370Z setup, but it gets an all-new suspension tune and a mechanical limited slip differential, while the power to weight ratio has improved by 13%.
Sports car fans and Z enthusiasts are understandably very excited about the arrival of the Z in Australia. Now, after spending just a little bit of time with the car today at Nissan Australia, it's fair to say that it's definitely whet our appetite. Can it mix it with the likes of the Toyota Supra? We don't know yet, but we'll find out in a couple of months' time at the national media launch. Until then, head across to CarsGuide for more information on the 2022 Z, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with all of our latest videos.